Hello everyone, my name is Rahul Shah and I'm going to teach you Standard 10th Science. I hope you all are fine during this crucial time, this pandemic disease. Stay home, take care of yourself, and please watch out that your study do not affect your academic year, do not affect as this year is very crucial for your 10th board too, for your mark sheet. So yes, now we are going to start with lecture 1 for the science chapter 1. Name of the chapter is chemical equation and reaction, which is sorry chemical reaction and equation. So what do you mean by the chemical reaction? How can we say that uh, this substance is going through under chemical reaction? How can we say that? So yes, there are four basic conditions by which we can say that the chemical reaction is occurring. If color of the substance after the process is changed, then we can say that chemical reaction is occurred. If the temperature of substance before reaction, temperature of substance after reaction is also different, then we can say that reaction is occurred, chemical reaction is occurred. If state of substance like solid, liquid and gas, if the state of substance before the reaction and after the reaction is different, then also we can say that the chemical reaction is occurred. If during the reaction there is a production of a gas, like for example, during a reaction there is a production of gas like hydrogen, then I can say that that reaction is chemical reaction. These are the four conditions. I'm revising it. I'm saying it again. First one is change in color. Second condition is change in temperature. Third condition is production of gas. Fourth condition is change of state. These are the four conditions. Any of this condition happens, then we can say that substance is going through a chemical reaction, chemical process. So yes. I'm sharing you this note, this written file here. Chapter 1, chemical reaction. These are the four conditions I just told you about. Then, okay, fine. Then there are examples from our day-to-day life. Like for example, I say that milk is left at room temperature during summer. So milk will be converted into curd. This is also a chemical reaction because the taste of the curd is changed. From this four condition, we can say that there is a production of gas. Whenever we leave milk outside the fridge for in the summer season, uh, it get converted into curd, sorry, and there is a production of gas occurs. That's why we can say that this process is chemical reaction. Second example is an iron or dawa or nail is left exposed to humid atmosphere. Whenever we leave any metal substance or specifically iron substance in the humid atmosphere, there is a change of color occurs, which is called rusting. You must have seen that your cycle may get rust after the rainy season. So this in this process, the change of the substance, the change of color occurs. That's why we can say that this reaction is also chemical reaction. Third one is grapes get fermented. See example 1 and 3, both are of the same type of example. In both example, uh, there is a fermentation occurs. Fermentation means આથો. ગુજરાતીમાં આપણે એને આથો કહીએ. So whenever fermentation occurs, we just need to clearly say that there is a reaction occurs, because in fermentation, uh, gas is being produced during the fermentation. Gas is being produced, so it is satisfying our fourth condition. Food is cooked. To cook the food, we give the food stuff temperature, heat. So whenever we are heating something, And color is also being changed, not because of masala. If you do not do anything, but even though if color is being changed, then we can also say that chemical reaction occurs. For example, if there are cutted pieces of uh, apple, so after some time, uh, in the open atmosphere, the surface of the apple, this cutted piece of apple, will become brownish. Uh, Color of this apple will be changed. So this is also the example of chemical reaction, because apple pieces, surface of the apple react with oxygen of the atmosphere, and that reaction occurs. Now this food gets digested in our body. In our body, whenever we eat something, uh, its molecule get broken, and then chemical reaction occurs. This particular topic is going, you are going to study in chapter 6 in validate. So do not worry about this thing, how this process is called chemical reaction. Do not worry about it. uh, for example, if I say I eat roti, in roti there is carbohydrate, there is little bit amount of fat and few amounts of sugar also there. But when I eat, in my stomach, the food is being digested means what? This whole piece, in which there is a whole molecule in which fat, sugar and carbohydrate are in mixed substance. This all the substance are being broken out, and therefore every substance is separately uh, sent to the particular area. So this breaking procedure required oxygen. So you are taking oxygen for this particular reaction, and after the reaction, CO2 is being produced, which we exhale. So in digestion of food, there is a production of gas, which is CO2. Due to food, we produce carbon dioxide gas. Therefore, digestion of food is chemical reaction. Last one, we respire. Respire means we take oxygen and exhale carbon dioxide. We take oxygen to break the food molecule same way, which I explained in above example, and carbon dioxide is being produced. So in this process, in this respiration process, carbon dioxide gas is being produced. So therefore, we can say this reaction is chemical reaction. Last two examples are having the same condition satisfied, fourth condition. In both these last two examples, gas is being produced. Okay, fine. Now, some chemical examples. First example is heating magnesium ribbon. Uh, we get the powder of the metal. We get the powder of that metal. Magnesium ribbon is of the metallic silver color, and when we heat, after the heating process, it gets converted into white color. So our first condition, if the color changes, then this reaction is called uh, chemical reaction. And plus the second thing is heating. Whenever we are applying temperature, this change in temperature, this reaction is called chemical reaction. The second example is zinc plus hydrochloric acid gives zinc chloride ZnCl2. I hope you remember things came from the class 9, that chlorine having the valency -1, zinc is having the valency +2. So valency of zinc 2 is being multiplied to the chlorine. Therefore, it becomes ZnCl2, and hydrogen gas is being produced. Again, gas is being produced, condition 4. So I can say this reaction is chemical reaction. Third one, PbNO3 twice. Pb means lead, NO3 nitrate. Lead nitrate plus K means potassium, I means iodine. Lead nitrate is being mixed with potassium iodide. So here PbNO3 twice. Pb +2, Pb valency of the Pb is +2, valency of NO3 is -1. So we cross multiply Pb plus 2 will be multiplied here, and NO3 minus 1 will multiply here, which we did not need to write. And potassium is having the valency plus 1, iodine is having valency minus 1. Both are having the same valency, therefore I'm just writing here Ki, potassium iodide, which gives us lead iodide PbI2. I hope you now understand that why I multiplied 2 with I. Pb, valency of Pb is plus 2, valency of I is minus 1. So plus 2 is being multiplied with, cross multiplied with I. Now K, NO3. K is having valency plus 1, NO3 is having valency minus 1. Both having the same velocity, therefore we do not need to multiply. PbNO3, lead nitrate plus potassium iodide gives lead iodide plus potassium nitrate. Now, how can I say here that this is a chemical reaction? The reason I can say that this is the chemical reaction is because the color of PbNO3 twice, color of lead nitrate is white color, while the color of lead iodide is yellow color. Here the color is being changed, therefore again condition first, change in color, I can say that chemical reaction occurred. So yes, these were the basic terms which I needed to clear first before starting this lecture, starting the main chapter. So now these are the main 4 conditions which you have to remember. See, there are some exceptions, like any of this condition is not being followed. Still, some other reaction which is called chemical reaction. So these are just a brief for majorly occurring event. Some may not follow this condition, but most of the reaction are following this condition. In this chapter, in second lecture, you are going to study how can we make equation, how can we form equation, this chemical equation, this kind of chemical equation. We are going to study that. And the main important topic, another topic, is type of reactions, types of reactions. There are 4 types of reactions which I will teach you in the next lecture. And another topic is corrosion. I hope you have a little bit idea about this corrosion. You must have heard about corrosion or rust. I genuinely hope that you must have known about rust at least. Okay, fine. So today I basically covered you that these conditions should be there to let any chemical reaction occur. Fine. If you are having any doubt, message me or call me. I will answer you that if you have any doubt in this particular lecture. My next video will come soon, within 1 day, and till then, revise this. Stay home, stay safe,